Today we will be doing 9.5, which is polygons in the coordinate plane.
A polygon is a closed figure formed by 3 or more line segments that do not cross. These figures are polygons. These figures are not polygons. The left one is not closed. The right one has a side that is not a segment. A vertex of a polygon is any point where two sides of a polygon meet. This trapezoid is a polygon with 4 vertices. Points A, B, C, and D. You can use a coordinate plane to draw a polygon. To illustrate, draw a polygon with vertices A, B, and C at these ordered pairs. First, plot each point. Start at the origin and move left 3 1/2 units and down 1 unit. Point A is at -3 1/2, -1. Start at the origin and move right 2 units and up 4 units. Point B is at 2, 4. Start at the origin and move right 4 units and down 3 units. Point C is at 4, -3. Then, use a straight edge to connect the vertices. This polygon is triangle ABC. Draw a polygon with vertices A, -2 1/2, 1 1/2, B, 2, 2 1/2, C, 3 1/2, -1, D, 0, -3, and E, -3, -1 1/2.
So I know that
Name the polygon.
A baby can crawl before they can walk. So I'm going to do point A. Well, -2 1/2 will be somewhere right here. And then 1 1/2 should be right here. So then you're going to want to draw an A next to that. B is at 2 to the right and 2 1/2 up. So I know that's B. C will be at 3 1/2, -1. So C is right here. D is at 0 left and right, -3 down. So that is on the y-axis. And E will be at -3, -1 1/2. Now they want us to connect our points. So hopefully you can get a straight edge and make this a little bit nicer than Miss S. Okay, and I'm going to call this polygon A, B, C, D, E. Which ordered pairs name the coordinates of a vertex of pentagon ABCDE? So remember, a vertex is a vocabulary word we need to know. It's where 2 lines intersect at a point. So A, B, C, D, and E are all vertexes for this information. So go ahead and figure out which one of these has a point on the grid. Go ahead and pause it, and I'm going on to part 2.
You can use what you know about finding distance in the coordinate plane to find the length of a segment with endpoints that have the same x-coordinate or y-coordinate. Since points A and C are on different sides of the y-axis, add the distances on each side of the y-axis. Add the absolute values of the x-coordinates of the points. The absolute value of -3 plus the absolute value of 3 equals 3 plus 3. which equals 6. So segment AC is 6 units long.
Remember, the y-axis is this line right here. So they're saying that there are 3 units from here to here, the y-axis, and 3 units from here to here. So 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. There are 3 units from A to the y-axis, and from the y-axis to C, there are 3 units.
Since points B and C are on the same side of the x-axis, subtract the distances from the x-axis. Subtract the absolute values of the y-coordinates of the points. The absolute value of 4 1/2 minus the absolute value of 1/2 equals 4 1/2 minus 1/2, which equals 4. So segment BC is 4 units long.
Finding the length of a side of a polygon is the same as finding the distance between the 2 endpoints of the segment that forms the side.
So find the lengths of segment AB and CD. So first we're going to have to look and figure out what our points are. Well, I know A is going to be at negative 1 1/2, and B will be at, negative 1 1/2, and I'll say 3 1/2. Okay, and B is at 4 left and right, and 3 1/2 up and down. So I know that these two are the same, so I need to look at these other ones. Well, I need to look at my x coordinates, so I need to find the absolute value of negative 1 1/2 plus the absolute value of 4. Well, I know that the absolute value of negative 1 1/2 is positive 1 1/2, and the absolute value of 4 is 4, so 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1/2 is 5 1/2. So AB is 5 1/2. What I need you to do now is help me find CD. So go ahead and freeze your screen and find CD. So you're going to see I found C at 3, -2, and D at 1/2, -2. Well, these are the same, the -2s. So I need to focus on the 3 and the 1/2. Now, if you look at this distance, it's not crossing the y-axis. So we're not going to be looking at absolute value here. We need to ask ourselves, how long is this distance right here? So I need to do, what is 3 minus 1/2? Well, 3 minus 1/2 is 2 1/2. So I know CD must be 2 1/2 units long. Go ahead and write that in your notes.
Find the length of segment BC.
So go ahead and do this. Remember, step 1 is going to be find your coordinates of B and C and find the distance between those by using your coordinates. Go ahead and press pause. Here are some of the answer choices you might have.
One more strike! Strike 3! Way to toss 'em! Nice job!
Coordinate grids are used in computer graphics to produce exact pictures of objects on a computer screen.
So they're going to want us to draw a baseball diamond by using these points. So I know that A is at -8 1/2, +8 1/2. Make sure you write A. B will be at -8 1/2, 0 up or down, so that's right on the axis. C will be at 0, left or right, so -8 1/2 down. D is at 8 1/2 to the right, 0 up or down. A, B, C. Sorry, this is D. My bad. And E is at 8 1/2 left or right, 8 1/2 up or down, so E will be right here. Now I need to connect my dots. Again, I expect yours to be a little bit nicer than this, but I'm free drawing it on my computer, so make sure you have it nice and straight for me. On to the got it?
Each unit is 1 inch. Use the ordered pairs to find the length of the front of home plate, segment AE, in inches.
So go ahead and solve this problem. When you are done, you need to go back and check your notes. 9-1, 9-2, 9-3, 9-4, and 9-5. I have not graded 9-4 or 9-5. If you want to do a better grade than what you got on your notes before, you need to redo those problems and put a star next to them so I know that you have redone them.